I'm really glad I've been asked to speak, and I wanted to speak the second slot, of course. I just wanted the speakers to be here because I thought it would be a wonderful theme that I'm discussing. I'm going to discuss on AI and augmenting human intelligence. So for the past 6 months, I've been wrangling, wrestling, engaging, and also collaborating with AI to the extent my wife decided that she's going to send me out of house. She was so very annoyed that I'm spending a lot of time with the AI than with the family. Of course, it was for good. I developed something very complex. I developed a super intelligent system, which I consider super intelligent, of course, because it tries to understand, assess, train, and also help human beings engage different sets of intelligence patterns. So I'm calling it as communicative intelligence. It started way back in 2019 when I initiated my startup. I just wanted to work in the area of communication. By then, AI was taking shape, AI was rapidly growing, and people were made to catch up to the AI ecosystem. So what do I do now? So I have to engage human beings to engage AI better. Because what I have developed is not only for the C-suite, CEOs, but also for the shop floor executives who are deeply involved in the AI ecosystem on a day-to-day basis. So what I did, I started developing. Of course, it's a no-code platform because I've been learning coding, but it has been since 30 years since I stopped doing any coding. So with the little knowledge that I had, I just checked because I was about to handle a design thinking module, innovation and design thinking module. I just wanted to try something on my own. I tried this. I used a no-code platform using Firebase Studio. I wanted to check intelligence level of employees, be it the CEO or the shop floor executive. I just wanted to help them adapt to the changing ecosystem that is predominantly AI-dominated ecosystem. So I thought I'll use communicative intelligence as a counterpoint to help executives to develop a framework, a perspective, and develop a shift in their perspective so as to engage AI meaningfully. So I developed a 36-domain platform which tries to assess intelligence at different levels. So it's multiple intelligence. It's not an IQ test. If you would ask me, it's not an IQ test, but it is just to try and assess based on evidence. The frameworks have been based on. Repeatedly, I've wrangled with AI to develop an evidence-based content that was there, checked against different parameters, and I developed the assessment parameters, and I developed the scenarios using AI. I tried and tested it out. It was trying to give me a very comprehensive, highly nuanced, this is something that I wanted to develop, highly nuanced feedback, not only highlighting on your weakness or your strengths, but also doing a cross-domain synthesis of what intelligent patterns that you have used in that particular scenario. So it is trying to give you a quotient, not IQ, but a cross-domain synthesis of various levels of intelligence that you have used in trying to engage meaningfully in a work situation. Okay, so 35 domains of different intelligence, starting from interpersonal up till paradoxical intelligence. I have included paradoxical intelligence also because most of the CEOs are bound to use paradoxical. Two counterpoints, and you try to merge and bring something that is meaningful. I've tried to use temporal intelligence, spatial, whatnot. So 35 domains I've tried to develop based on the research that I developed over a period of time. Okay. So what was my experience with augmenting this human intelligence using AI. We can't live without AI. AI can't live with us without us either. So this is, I stand corrected. We can't live without AI, and AI can't live without us. This is a kind of an ecosystem that we are engaged in. It's a whirlpool. Maybe in future, you might develop your own personalized app to track your health, track your life changes, track whatever that you want to using no code. That is the condition that we are in now. If you are intelligent enough, you can develop your own. Or you can ask someone to develop a personalized, highly customized application that follows your life through your experiences and gives you whatever feedback that you require. Okay, so here I was just trying to, wrangling I said, but what was happening is AI context window was very limited. So I had an advantage. My memory is fathomless, and it doesn't confine only to the context window. So I was trying to use it to the maximum. And I won, in the sense, I found out that AI can drift, can become very limited. It's not finite. But how to make it not to drift, not to hallucinate, only thing that you can do is give your intent, which is very human, which is very biopsychosocial in nature. It's life and blood. Your intent, the purpose that you give, is the life and blood that you feed into a machine, AI, which can process. Only when your purpose is very clear. So I wanted to redefine. I iterated a couple of times. I completely, Madhavan knows, completely dismantled the application and reworked on it, iterated again, trying to catch up to the realities of AI. Then I found I'm the feeder. I have to feed in so that I get what I want. AI can hallucinate, but hallucination is not only AI thing. It is also human failure. Humans can hallucinate. Okay, being creative sometimes creates hallucinations, that I believe, but that hallucination has to be properly channeled and created as an intent and a purpose so that AI knows what output that you want. This is something that you'll have to be very clear. And human memory is a well. AI memory is the web. AI memory is not, it's fathomable. The moment it starts something, the time it reaches the end of it, it drifts and the story is different. But human memory is not like that. It's associative, it has got a history, and it's also evolutionary in nature. So how do we use this? This is an advantage. Life and blood, memory, intuition, and intent. These are going to be things that help us collaborate well with AI. That is something that I wanted to tell. Then, very importantly, AI can analyze data, give you the analysis. But only thing is, only humans can act as a silicon seismologist who can dig deep and find the meaning and explain it clearly. AI can calculate, but only you can create a meaning out of it, whatever data points that you want. Sometimes it requires breaking the silos because intelligence is not actually siloed. It is actually, it may look compartmentalized, but there is a cross-domain synthesis. So what I did is I tried to borrow from other intelligence levels, other parameters, kind of de-siloing, allowing AI, which is best at it. It does the de-siloing easily. It kinds of moves across domains, gets the data, comes back, gives an assessment based on the context. So very importantly, human beings excel because they have the contextual sovereignty. They are very contextual. We have our lived experience. Next to our memory is our lived experience. We live life and breath. Every day we have experiences, emotions, memory, and thoughts, whatever it may be, it is thoroughly human. So we have the contextual bearing that which we can feed in to AI to bring in the context that we decide or that we think is going to serve the purpose. So that contextual sovereignty is something that is thoroughly human, and this is something that which helped me develop this multi-layered intelligence and try to make it as evidence-based as possible. I've developed a 36th domain, trying to develop a psychometric evaluation, but as a professional, I know it requires a lot of standardization. AI can't do that. I can't just say I've developed a psychometric evaluation. No, it has to be standardized. It has to be validated. Criterion has to be validated. Content has to be validated. It should be applicable to the same, across different people. And it should be the same. Different people should be able to interpret the same way that it's interpreted. So I'm in the process of standardizing it, trying to develop it. Bit ambitious. I was trying to develop a 360-degree feedback kind of a thing. It's difficult. It's complicated. And again, if you complicate, AI is going to complicate things for you. If your purpose is complex, AI's output is going to be complex. If your intent is proper, AI's output is going to be proper. And definitely it is going to give you the fantastic things that you dream of. Definitely, yes, it's capable, it's creative. It is very fast. It is kind of, it moves in a speed which humans cannot move. But the only thing is, it can drift if you are not able to give it the proper intent. So life and blood matters, and your contextual sovereignty matters, and your memory matters. The purpose and intent with which you develop a particular program matters. What you feed in as a lived experience, that matters. If this doesn't work out, then you may not be able to get the purpose done, and AI is going to undo it in whatever ways it is possible. And AI is like a minion, very creative, very active, engaging, but at times little chaotic. I'm using it very consciously. Little chaotic and uncontrollable. But it is the human being who is going to control it with intent and purpose. So with this, I would like to end my talk. And thank you very much. Thank you.